Welcome to another interesting video on my channel. This is Itel 2090. A customer brought this one to me today and is complaining that the star and the hash are not working. So I'm going to test it for you now to see that they are not actually working. So let's wait for the phone to boot up. You can see other buttons are working. Other buttons are working perfectly, but the exception of the two hash is not working. The 0 is working, but the hash is not working. The star is not working. So now I'm going to give you a guide on how you can fix this easily. So first thing, we are going to trace and know where we can fix this from. Now let's test it with other buttons and see if we can get it, and then we can make our jumper and then fix it. So now the phone went up, so I'm powering it up on again. So like this, let's cross check them with other buttons, see if we can get it. With 9 it's not working, with 6 it's not working, star with 7 it's not working. So now let's start with 0. Let's start with 0 and see. You can see the star is working, so it's actually the middle point that is broken. And let's start with hash also. Hash with 0. You can see hash is also working. So from this now, you can see that the star and the hash have their positive, which is the middle. They are all broken. So we are going to make a jumper at the back of the phone PCB and fix this right away. I don't want to make the jumper in the front so that it doesn't get the phone rough and then it will start operating itself. So now let me zoom it for you. You can see this is the back of the phone, and at this back you can see, and let me show you the positive of the star. This is the positive. So now let me trace it to the back. You can see here is the positive. Look at it there. And then for the hash, look at it, the positive, you can see it at the back there. Look at it where there is a plus sign there. So there's a plus sign there. Look at it there. So now we are going to use our razor and then scratch it carefully. Just the point alone. Scratch it carefully so that it doesn't also scratch the negative of the PCB. So because it is only the positive of the hash and the star that we need, not the negative of the PCB. So now you can see I've scratched it. I don't want to open the ground of the phone, so I'll leave it like that. Then let me go to the hash and then also do the same. You can see, just be careful, take your time, don't rush the work. Can see. So now I'm done. So let me take my paste now. I'm going to use my paste now, and then I'll apply to the point and then use my lead also on it. So this is my running wire. I want to cut some length from it because I'm going to use it for this work. So this is my running wire. You can also call it jumper wire. So let me scratch it with the razor. You can see, because the body is insulated, so that's why I'm using razor to scratch the running wire. So now let me apply lead to the scratched area. Let me apply lead now so that I can successfully solder it to the PCB. Now I'm using my paste now. So with the lead, let me apply lead to the points that I've just scratched so that my running wire or my jumper wire can be successfully soldered to the points. You can see I've soldered it now. So I'm taking the same direction. So I'm taking it to the star. So let me use my paste again so that I can successfully apply the lead and then join the jumper wire to that point also, because they are sharing the same positive. So now take your time, please don't rush the work. take your time. Engineers, please take your time and do this work carefully so that your customers will also enjoy your work. So now let me use my razor now and scratch the running wire now, the jumper wire, so that I can apply my lead and then solder it. So now I've applied my lead, so that let me connect it now. Connect it. So I've successfully connected it. So now I'm taking the running wire to the front now. So at this point, you are going to connect it to the middle of the 0, because that is where the connection is from. So now apply your lead now. Look at it very carefully. I'm applying my lead to the running wire. So I'm going to take it to the middle of the 0, which is a positive. So let me use a little lead on it so that the wire can be soldered. Please don't apply too much lead at this point. Don't apply too much lead. Engineers, please avoid it. Don't apply too much lead. I would have soldered it to the back of the PCB, but since there's a charging port there, I couldn't use the back. That is why I'm using this front like this. So please don't apply too much lead to the positive of the 0. Please don't apply too much lead. Just a little is okay. So that is why I told you, take your time and do the work. Don't rush it. Take your time, do it carefully. I'm not going to rush it. Take your time, do it gently, so that after you couple the phone won't be operating itself up and down to just be misbehaving up and down for the customer. So take your time and do it so that your customer will enjoy your work, and they also recommend you to other customers that are intending to fix their phones. So take your time and fix it. Take your time and fix it. So now I have successfully soldered it. You can see it. There's not too much lead there. Even if I couple this phone, it will work for me without me malfunctioning. You can see. So now let me put it inside the phone casing, and then let me test it. So I want to clean the PCB before testing. I want to clean the buttons before testing. So I'm using my chemical. You can use fuel, you can use thinner, you can use methylated spirit, but for me I'm using fuel at this point. Fuel is common, you can get it anywhere, so I'm using fuel with my cutting board, or you can call it cutting wood. So now I'm inserting my battery for testing. So let me power the phone. Okay, let the phone boot. As you can see, let's test. You can see the hash is working. You can also see the star is also working, and the 0 is working perfectly. You can see our work is done. So I'm going to clean the keys of the buttons carefully one by one, so that all the buttons can function properly. So please take your time, engineer. At this point, don't rush it, and do a very good clean job for your customer so that they can come next time. So let me use my gum now. Apply the gum. Don't apply the gum too much. Apply it little by little. Don't rush it, and don't apply it too much. Apply it little, gently. You can see I'm not applying it too much, so that it doesn't get into the keys and disturb the phone or disturb the buttons from functioning well. So as you can see, I finished applying my gum. So now I want to pull back the keys now on the PCB. So ensure you fix it very well. Ensure it is well positioned so that it doesn't malfunction. Ensure it is well positioned. So our work is done now. This is for testing purpose only now. So please like, share, comment on this video, and see you again in my next video. The work is done successfully now, and bye for now.